Good evening and welcome here to Vanier College as we get ready for opening nights, as it is the first game, the first meal of your course of what should be a 4-month race towards the Nationals in mid-March. It is the defending Quebec champion, Cavaliers St. Lambert, taking on the Vanier Cheetahs. Both teams had a unique path to last year's window in which Champlain was able to win the championship on their home court. For Vanier, though, they went 9-9 last year. However, they did not make the playoffs due to the format that it was. And now here we are. We fast forward towards early October as we get ready for what will be a sumptuous battle with these two teams that was tip-off from Vanier College on this Friday night here from St. Laurent, Quebec. Up next, the player introductions, and then from there, tip-off between Champlain and Vanier from St. Croix Street in St. Laurent. So both teams now lined up, ready to go. 5-on-5 basketball. We have 40 minutes of unscripted drama that's about to tip off here from St. Croix Street in St. Laurent on this Friday night. Vanier looking to redeem themselves from last year in which they did not qualify for the playoffs. They lost an awful one here to Champlain in what was the turning point of the season for both teams. Champlain won by 40. Vanier would like to exact revenge on the Queens of the Manor on this Friday night. It will be Vanier, it will be Champlain. Champlain in their away blacks with white and blue numeral trim. Vanier in the home whites with red in a minuscule. Great trim on the numbers going on this evening. Game number 1, and the trip now begins for both schools in the search of going back to the Nationals, and for the Quebec champions trying to complete the task, and for Vanier trying to get back into the tournament. As we are now underway, and it will be Vanier on ball. Last year, the Cheetahs scored 57 points last year. 11 times they hit that mark. Their highest was 70 against Trois-Rivières. And now with it is Cairo Henning, one of the veterans on this roster. Haruna, strong, denied by Renee, who's taking over for Caitlin Frost at the 5 position. Jump ball, and this will be Champlain ball. So one and done for the Cheetahs on the opening possession of their campaign, and this goes back over to the visitors. And the Cheetahs will get things underway as they'll press Marie-Lou St. Pierre in her 3rd year. Watched closely by Mobengo, and this will be a whistle and a foul on Bengo, and this will be the first team foul on the Cheetahs early on as we're only 17 seconds into this first quarter play. So a bit of a slow start, a bit of a flat, no fluency yet, as Anis Lavasseur, who had a wonderful second half of the year, was banged up in the first half and came on strong for the Cavaliers in the second half, and with it is Lavasseur. Back out to the rookie is Hebert, and here's Ella Dunn in her 3rd year. Lavasseur in the right corner, to the left side she goes. 8 left in the shot clock for the Cavaliers. St. Pierre from the center arc, negotiating through, stopping, popping, first shot, and that is empty for the Cavaliers. St. Pierre with another rebound, denied by the backboard, rebounded by McKendy, one of the top rebounders in the conference. And for Vanier, they had about 37 rebounds, which was top 5 last year in the Quebec Conference. 0-0 between these two teams. First minute of play from Vanier College. Here is Haruna, the top hitter from the line. And the first 2 points going to the Cheetahs. Kennedy Haruna, 12 times led the team in scoring, had 15 in the loss to Champlain here. 6 times led the team in rebounding. And now Lavasseur with the return ace. And we're back to 2-2 with 8:40 left here in this first quarter play. And Lavasseur picking the lock of the Cheetahs on that sequence. McKendy with it. Here's a long-range 3. Off the range by Martinez and rebounded by the Cavaliers. With 8:26 left here, it's still 2-2 in the early sequence of this matchup. Hebert, watched by Haruna. The two biggest going at it this evening. The quick hands from Haruna. And now a partial breakaway. Renee on her left hip. And that comes up incomplete. And it'll be Hebert back on the front throttle. St. Pierre on the right side. finding Renee, and this will go out of bounds, and this will be Vanier ball with 8:04 left, and about to make her first appearance is Jana Agustin in for the first time today, the first-year player. Frank Renee really believe this team has a lot of firepower to work with to get themselves back to the tournament in Lennoxville in mid-March. Kyra Henning scoring 7 a game last year. It's Champlain, Vanier, two of the newest, hottest rivals going at it in a jump ball with McKendy and Lavasseur. And this remains Vanier ball with 7:55 left here in this first quarter play. And it will be side out here for Augustin in front of the Vanier bench to the left of Frank Renee. Henning. Watched by Camille Goudreau, and now with his McKendy from the right elbow. Henning again. Henning through the paint. Left side. Too strong. Rebound. Loose ball. And this goes back over to the Cavaliers. So a disjointed couple possessions here for the Cheetahs. Low scoring right now. The Cavaliers scoring about 65 points per game, which was number 2 last year. Champlain went 5-4 on the road. Vanier was a strong 6-3 at home last season. Here's Ella Dunn from the center arc. Goudreau had 66 turnovers last year for the Cavaliers, hoping to change that. Backdoor and a whistle and a foul, and this will be Champlain ball on the end line. Double sub coming up here as Marie-Maude Martel comes in along with Bengo as well, as Renee really going to the bench here, trying to go with fresh legs. Lavasseur the inbounder on the end line. Finding the space. Goudreau rejected by the backboard, and this goes out of bounds. Last touch by her. So 1 and done for the Cavaliers, and right now the partnership of points has not been there yet. And then now coming to the game is Juliana Chaya for the first time this season. Last year the Cheetahs shot 6 of 37 in the first half against the Cavaliers. Champlain was 44% from the field in the first half, and it was a first-round knockout by the Cavs over the Cheetahs back in mid-February. Augustin's first move. That is off the back heel, and that is going to be kept alive and saved by Hebert. And now she's by herself trying to find some outlets, and we'll find Goudreau on the trail. Champlain about to do a double sub. Here's Ella Dunn with it. Renee. Dunn. High, too strong. Renee over the back. And a whistle, and with 6:49 left, a foul on Sophie Renee. Her first one of the game. Renee missed some time last year for the Cavaliers. 5 times led the team in rebounding. Had 12 in the opener against Montmorency. Had 24 offensive rebounds in 8 games. She's got magnets in her hands when it comes to rebounding. And now that might be the key factor here when you talk about 2 of the top 5 teams in rebounding last year. Champlain was at 44 rebounds per game, which was number 2 last season. First touch, the 3. Back rim again, missed by Martel, who was 28% from distance last season for the Cheetahs. And still 2-2 with 6:30 left in this first quarter play. Lavasseur, trail. St. Pierre from the flats. That's too strong. That plink goes up in the air, rebounded by Papadakis. Another jump ball, and this will remain Cavalier ball with 12 left in the shot clock, now making 14. And back in the game for the first time today is Asia Thorne. Thorne getting some run now. Came off the bench last year for the Cheetahs. Started one game in 23-24. Had 10 defensive rebounds, 6th in field goal shooting last year. And shot 20% as well. And right now it is the under in this matchup here with Champlain and Vanier. Not much action so far. Here's Papadakis. Slow burn, and we'll see if this now picks up in the boil. Goudreau. Cal job in the game for the first time today. And she got stripped. And here come the Cheetahs away. They have a 3-on-3 working their way through. Trying to find the handle. And now here comes Augustin. And again off the edge of the backboard and back out to Camille Goudreau as her south is 6. Goudreau going to the right. Backdoor, St. Pierre. And in for one. And now we'll go for the extra point as she gets harmed and makes it a 4-2 lead for the Cavaliers. As Marie-Lou St. Pierre twice led the team in scoring, 4th leading scorer last year, shot 41% from the field. And during the free throw line action last year was 70% from the line. Champlain last year shot 64%. Only once he shot 80%. However, 6 times he shot 60% or less. So very Jekyll and Hyde with this team when it came to the free throws last season. And St. Pierre getting both of them in. And now it is a 4-2 lead for the Cavaliers. Early going here in this first quarter as we were approaching halfway through. Back to the corner pocket it comes. Mabengo against Goudreau. Thorne's 3. Rims out. Rebound. Up in traffic and 1. Haruna showing the panache. Her heat map is inside the paint and she came up with the goods. 7.5 rebounds last year. And now at the line to make it 4-4, maybe 5-4 lead here as Haruna opening up her accounts in this game. This is a team, the Cheetahs, that shot 31% from the field last year. 3 times they shot 40% or better. Their best was 45% against Momo. And against a team like Champlain, they'll need to shoot at a clip of 40% or better if they want to dethrone the champions of Quebec on this Friday night. So at the line is Haruna, shooting last year 70% last season. Now looking to give Vanier their first lead of the day. And that was well off the target. Goudreau's got it. Now 3-on-2 for the Cavaliers. Goudreau, left side. Papadakis is short. Rebounded by Haruna. And a quick foul by St. Pierre. And that will be team foul number 3 on the Cavaliers. And for St. Pierre, their first personal foul of the day. And this will go back out towards the Cheetahs with 5:26 left here in this first quarter play. Martel, the inbounder for the Cheetahs. And now with it, and here comes Mabengo with it. Finding Asia Thorne from the center arc. From the flats. Splash! Going through. Asia Thorne to Mabengo to Haruna, and Haruna has been hot so far, and the Cheetahs up by 3 on the 3 by Haruna. Goudreau on the left, stripped, quick hands. Here come the Cheetahs. Martel on the go. In transition, intercepted by Lavasseur, like a DB out there for the Cavaliers. Lavasseur thought she was fouled. Play on we go. Lavasseur, second bite of the cherry, not sweet. Goudreau off balance, and it is a frisky game underneath the basket for both sides. The physicality shown by both teams trying to win back that 50-50 ball. Bengo. Martel has space from the 45. Missing that time, and that rebound will go back to the Cavaliers, who face a deluge of Cheetahs going from one end to the other end. Last year, the Cheetahs only made 1 3. They were 1 for 14 in the first half against the Cavaliers, 0 of 13 in the second half. And they're off to a better start now with their first triple, which is giving them the lead. As about to come in the game is Cairo Henning on the next whistle. And now it is Agnès Lavasseur. Overload to her right, and now it is Goudreau all by herself in the ISO. Lavasseur, smooth, serene, composed. And back down to a 7-6 lead for the Cheetahs. Lavasseur had 14 points against Saint Foy. 18 offensive rebounds, leading assist getter for the Cavaliers last season. Bengo. Henning into Thorne, and that's rebounded by Dunn, as Thorne is 0-for-1 on that trip. Lavasseur, transition, deflected out of bounds by Kennedy Haruna, who has been a centurion for the Cheetahs the last couple of years, as her length has been problematic for opponents all season long. And now it will be Champlain ball with 18 left on the shot clock. 3:48, I beg your pardon, on the game clock. Lavasseur watched rather closely by Henning. Babysitting her on this sequence. Henning, Lavasseur. Pick and roll, finding Dunn from the flats. Missing the 3. Champlain 0-4, rebounded by Goudreau as she slithers her way through and is fouled for 2 free throws coming up here for the Cavaliers. Goudreau had led the team in assists 6 times last year. Had 6 in the win over Montmorency. Again, biggest adjustment for her last year in her rookie season at 66 turnovers. And hope to improve on that number this year as she makes the first free throw of the day. And now the Cavaliers down 7-6. And Boudreau 2 for 2. We're back now to an 8-7 lead for the Cavaliers. 3:30 left here in this first quarter play. Game starting to pick up the flow. And now with the flow is Henning. Switch of play. Here is Haruna, the big hitter. And that time she got stripped. Here's Goudreau on the go. Goudreau, back door, and that is taken away by the Cheetahs, and back over we go. From one end to the other end, it is Vanier back in transition from the center arc. Nylon! Big three coming through for Bengo. Shot 24% from three. This is a team last year that made 5.5 threes, shot 22% for Frank Rene and his Cheetahs, and they're back up 10-8. Goudreau, Lavasseur. Here's Rene from the elbow. Overload by the Cavaliers on the right. 4 left in the shot clock. Lavasseur's shot too strong. Rebounded by Bengo. Vannier's starting to fizz because the Cavaliers contain that fizz in the bottle. Henning. Open. Bengo from the 45. Dancing around Hebert. The jumper. Can't get the conclusion of desire. Another rebound for the Cheetahs. Momentum on the side of the home team. And now it is Vanier in one-way traffic trying to get the narrative in their favor. And that ball will not help. A turnover by the Cheetahs. That pass, McKendy thinking there was going to be a cutter. And Bengo was looking for the pick. Last year, the Cheetahs hit about 22 turnovers per game, had 34 in the loss to St. Foy. And a 10-8 lead as the Cavaliers will get a quick respite to breathe as they were facing robust numbers of Cheetahs coming at them with 2 left in this first quarter play. Lavasseur, quick hands again from Haruna. And this remains Champlain ball as Caljob will come back in to bring some more size for the Cavaliers. A team that has lost a bunch in the NCAA. Candice Lanafa going to Davidson. Caitlin Frost going to St. Bonaventure. And Danae Skelton going to Utah State. For Vanier, they have a good core back, losing Simeone last year to the university level as Lavasseur hits that jumper to bring it back 10-10. So paired we are, 1:40 left in this first quarter play. Henning. The teardrop, that's too strong. Rebounded by Caljob, and that's given away. Henning gets a new 40-24, and a respite here for the Cheetahs to work this angle in their favor. Kanu, first possession of her career in the Cheetah uniform. Bengo going in, stopping, popping from the flats. Hat trick of threes for the Cheetahs. Haruna has had the hot hand, and they're up by 3 with 1:05 left in this first quarter play. Another lead switch. Lavasseur for this parity. Nylon. And we are back to 13-13 here. The Cavaliers shot 23% from 3, made 4.4 per game. It's 7 games where they made 4+ triples last season. And now it's back to 13 apiece with 45 seconds left. Whistle, foul, and Chaya will be called for that. And we go back the other way, and that'll be the 5th team foul on the Cheetahs, which puts the Cavaliers in the bonus with 44.9 left in this first quarter play. Inbounder now will be Hebert, playing her first season as a Cavalier. Chess match has been absolutely A+ so far, as the pieces and the boards have been on point. And that play from Haruna was on point. The stolen ball, the easiest layup in her career, and now they're up by 2 with 28 seconds left in this first quarter play. Hebert trying to get around Haruna. Here is Dunn. Caljob. Stolen again by the Cheetahs. They've been very active so far, taking away any passing lanes, and Florentine will take that ball back. Caljob has 8 seconds left on the game clock. On the pirouette, Hebert is fouled and will go to the line. And utter chaos here with this last sequence of play. And it'll be free throws coming up for the Cavaliers. And for Eugenie Hebert, her first free throws as a Cavalier coming up late in this first quarter play. Hebert at the line. Champlain again, shot from the free throw line 65% last year. And the first one going through for Hebert to make it a 15-14 lead with 4.8 left here in this first quarter of action. A Tessa Fiber now for Hebert at the line for the Cavaliers. And she misses that one, rebounded by Chaya. Last roll of the dice here for the Cheetahs. Bingo! Will not count. After one, Challengers 15, Champions 14. We're through one quarter of play. Round one going to the home side. What will round two have? Find out here from Vanier College. It is Vanier, Champlain, 15-14 lead for the Cheetahs over the Cavaliers. Welcome back here to Vanier College. It is a 15-14 lead for the home side over the defending Quebec champions. So far, it has been Kennedy Haruno who's been the show so far. She's been relentless. She's been beautiful on the court. The romance with her in the basketball has been second to none so far. Both ends really has been a technician, how she's been able to control one end going out to the other side. And we'll see now what in this chess match we'll have in play for George Germanos and Frank Rene. Both well-respected, close friends. Rene was a pupil of Germanos when he was the assistant coach at Champlain College. He got him last year at Champlain with a big win over the Cavaliers on the road. One of 9 wins last year for the Cheetahs last season. Here's Haruno. Wonderful start for her. Watched by Papadakis. Coming with it now is Augustin from 16. That's off the range. Last touch by the Cheetahs, by Mukendi. This goes back over to the Cavaliers. Last year, the Cavaliers only gave up 54 points per game. St. Paul was the only team to score 70. And right now, the Cheetahs are at 15. If you were to prorate that, they would finish with 60. And the Cheetahs gave up under 60 points a game. And they gave up 74 in the losing cause a couple of times last season. That's a giveaway by the Cavaliers. And here come the Cheetahs. Gliding their way through is Martinez Harewood and Rene using the telescopic arms to get that ball back for the Cavaliers. And we go back the other way. Flagatin. Here's Papadakis. Working around. Rene on the sidecar pass. Papadakis has got a split. And that does not go through. She was caught in 2 minds, Papadakis. And away come the Cheetahs. Looking to further this lead of 1. Augustin is too strong. Rebound by the Cheetahs. They've had the bulk so far. And back out to Henning it comes. Haruno. And a whistle. And that is going to be a foul on the Cavaliers. And the first team foul on the Cavaliers in this quarter play remains Vanier ball, new 14. 8:45 left in this first quarter play. Henning. And this game of chess, trying to find their way through. Here's a jumper. Splash. Going through for McKinney, scoring 2 points last year. Played in 13 games, shot 71% from the field, had 9 offensive rebounds. McKendy and the Cavaliers are down by 3 to the home side Cheetahs. Papadakis for the tie. Nylon. Missed most of last year with a lower body injury. Played in 11 games, had 6 field goals, but that was a massive one to bring it back to 17 apiece. Harewood, Martinez Harewood, trying to find an outlet. Nowhere to go yet. Haruno, the big hitter for the Cheetahs. She's trapped. Quick hands. 3 left in the shot clock. At the death. Too strong. Missed by Mukendi. Rebounded by Rene. And here is Florentin with it. And the Cavaliers with an opportunity to take the lead for the first time since midway through the first quarter play. St. Pierre. Quick hands again. And this will be a whistle. And this will be a foul. And the chase and hunt has begun for both teams here. We've had a few lead changes. We've had Vanier be up by as much as 3. And a timeout called on the court. As both teams are making a quick substitution here, as there's a hockey change of names going in and out right now to bring in fresh legs. It'll be St. Pierre on the inbound, the side out. Martel back in the game for the Cheetahs. Lavasseur also back in for the Cavaliers, and here she is on the byline. Quick pass, and unfortunately for Ella Dunn, her size 7s were out of bounds. And this goes back over to the home side. And a 1-point lead for the Cheetahs over the Cavaliers. So it was a 2-pointer, not a 3-pointer for Papadakis. And away come the Cheetahs. Bengo against Lavasseur. Here's Henning. Done on her. Here's a jumper. That's too strong. Rebounded by Renee, and away comes Lavasseur with 7:18 left in this first half. Lavasseur with the hop, skip, done from the 45. Back heel, rebound right over Bengo, and away come the Cheetahs. So a bit of a slow start here for both teams. Again, we were only at 2-2 through 6 minutes of play in this first quarter, and Bengo with a little trickery and magic around Dunn to bring it back up again for the Cheetahs by 3. St. Pierre now on a go. St. Pierre in a whistle, and this will be a foul on Asia Thorne. And free throws come up here for St. Pierre as Renee went with the press. And it'll be free throw time here for the Cavalier and St. Pierre. So Mary Lou St. Pierre at the line. Shooting again, 70% coming into this season. This is a team last year when the free throw lines were done. There were 2-6 the Cavaliers. Vanier was 4 of 9 from the free throw line last season in the first half against the Cavaliers. And here we are, St. Pierre, too strong in that one. It remains a 3-point lead, and this will be Vanier ball. And Germanis thought it was last touched by Vanier and not really happy with the pantomime reaction from his body expression. And a timeout called by Frank Renee. And with that, 6:48 left here in this first half of action. Vanier 19, Champlain 16. Champions a little bit wobbly at the knees. Vanier is hunting and hounding for more points. We'll see with 6:48 left in this first half what they can do. Welcome back here to Vanier College. 19-16 lead for the Cheetahs over the Cavaliers. It's been silky smooth for Kenny Hiruno, who's had a wonderful game so far today. But right now for the Cavaliers, not a perfect science yet. They have tried to evade the pestering Cheetahs all game long in this first half and have not been able to find the sizzle as Vanier has put the fizzle in terms of what they want to do right now. Here's Bengo with it. Augustin in orbit, and Champlain going to a 2-3 zone to change up the look here. Can they pick the lock of the 2-3 zone? Thrown by the Cavaliers. Augustin. Quick hands. 3 left in the shot clock. Martel. That's well off the range, and a shot clock violation. So Frank Renee coming up empty in that one. Couldn't keep their nerve in that, and it wasn't the perfect touch from Martel. And this goes back to the Cavaliers with 6:21 left here in this first half. They'll advance it up to the side out. St. Pierre will bring it back up court. Watched by Martinez Harewood. St. Pierre trying to twist and turn around St. Pierre. Here's Dunn. Here's a 3. And that's too strong. She's 0 for 2 from three-point range tonight. 6 minutes left in this first half. Bengo. And here she is again from the center arc. Watched closely by Hebert. Bengo tried to feather that one through to McKendy. Still with it is McKendy. Facing up. Bengo from the center arc. Nyla. The hush and the crowd gave away to euphoria and an absolute attacking intent here for Renee's team, up by 6, the biggest lead for either side in this matchup. Done. Could the Cavaliers get a field goal? They have not scored a field goal in quite a while. St. Pierre with the teardrop, and she's fouled And we'll go to the line. 13th foul on the Cheetahs. And St. Pierre at the line once more. And with that, will be the first foul on McKendy. And free throws come up here for St. Pierre. And St. Pierre trying to chip away at this lead of 6 coming in with 5:22 left. And the Cheetahs about to make another substitution here. And St. Pierre hits in the second one as well to make it a 22-18 lead. So 4-point gap separating Vanier and Champlain. But right now it's been all Vanier in the second quarter play. Could the Cheetahs keep their nerve? Entertainment not guaranteed, but right now the Cheetahs have been in a euphoric state from 16. That's off the range. That is missed this time by Kanu and rebounded by Dunn. And here comes Lavasseur looking for the killer pass. Goudreau on the gallop. Goudreau head fake, and she's fouled. And we'll go to the line for 2 coming up here. The natural partnership, the patient buildup, and the principal suppliers in this sequence as Cam Goudreau got the pass from Lavasseur, and now at the line for 2 free throws. Goudreau was an 86% free throw shooter last season for the Cavaliers. And you see why. 22-19 lead, 3-0 run for the Cavaliers, 4:59 left in this first half. Second attempt is good, and now it's a 22-20 lead south of 5. And coming back in the game will be Martinez, and a one-score game separating Vanier and Champlain. Opening night here for the 24-25 season, and that ball is stripped, and that ball remains Vanier's possession. And with 4:52 left, the Cheetahs trying to attack the arteries of the Cavaliers' defense. McKendy with it against Renee, the 2 Dreadnoughts. Using the deltoids to the left. And McKendy coming up with the goods. And a 4-point lead restored by the Cheetahs over the Cavaliers, up by a score 24-20. And that pass is sent back to the St. Lawrence. Another turnover by the Cavaliers, who hit about 25 per game last year, had 35 in the loss of Dawson at home. And right now, the ship is rocking for the Cavaliers and trying to lay down the anchor against the Cheetahs. McKendy. Here comes Henning. Kick out from the flats. Missed 3, a rare occurrence. And Haruna is fouled and will go to the line as she was impeded with a tickle by Hebert. And it will be free throws coming up here. It will be the second team foul on the Cavaliers. 14 fouls on the Cheetahs. 4:21 left here in this first half of play from St. Laurent. At the line is Haruna. The coolest woman on the court right now is Kennedy Haruna. And that time had a bit of a twitch on that free throw. She's silky smooth, tantalizing, and definitely a player that plays with brute force in the court, both ends. And hits the second one, back up 5. Vanier on a 3-0 run, and here comes Lavasseur with it. Around with the pressure attack, finding Papadakis around Haruna. And point number 4 comes up no good for Papadakis, and away comes Henning as she now looks to get around Goudreau. Henning now playing traffic cop, trying to direct traffic in the school zone. Henning from the elbow. McKendy popped up in the air, remains Vanier ball with 7 left on the shot clock as Chaya will come back in along with Bengo, and St. Pierre along with Caljob will come back in for the Cavaliers. And so far today, the answers have been there with Haruna and Bengo playing very well for the Cheetahs in this first half. And here's Haruna. Back heel, rebound, Chaya, new 14 for the Cheetahs. And another whistle, and that is going to be a marché on Chaya, caught in 2 minds. And that was a different trajectory on that rebound by her, as that was not what they wanted at the end of the day with 3:41 left here in this first half of play. Champlain, Vanier, and the home side up by 5 over the Cheetahs, over the Cavaliers, by the Cheetahs. St. Pierre back with it. Watch with the great intent being babysat by Martinez. Quick out, swung around the protractor. And Goudreau. That's too strong. Caljab with another rebound. A new 14 for the Cavaliers. St. Pierre. She's been buzzing and will go to the line for 2 free throws. And the buildup here for the Cavaliers has been around the protractor, but trying to get more presence in the paint. And so far, they'll be at the free throw line again. And she misses that free throw attempt. And this game comes down to a single-digit win by the Cheetahs. It could be free throws. That could be the bane of the Cavaliers on this Friday night if they end up losing. And they're 0 for 2 in that one by St. Pierre. Haruna back with it. Almost a carry, but it was play on here for the Cheetahs. Bengo. Papadakis going step for step, watching with great intent. Bengo finding Martinez. Trying to dance around Goudreau. 5 left in the shot clock. Someone's going to release the ball here. Could be Bengo from the center arc. And that will plinkle up in the air, and Chai can't get to it. This goes back over to the Cavaliers. So a possession lacking the ingenuity for the Cheetahs. And it goes back to the Cavaliers with 2:53 left in this first half. And then quick hands again from Haruna as Martel will come back in for the Cheetahs. And she will give a respite to Chaya. Pressure defense by the Cheetahs. St. Pierre, the 30-year veteran, playing her last season as a Cavalier against Martinez. Good matchup with those two. Sliding it out there, and Caljab to save it. Here is Hebert. Cannot get her first points as a Cavalier. Rebounded by the Cheetahs, and Haruna back with it. She's been absolutely a machine, a vacuum of rebounds so far for the home side. And she started it, but could not finish it. Caljab with another rebound. Goudreau on the front foot. 25-20 lead. Backdoor, St. Pierre. And the Cavaliers get themselves a field goal for the first time in a long time, down by a score of 25-22 with 2:13 left here in this first half. Martinez, Martel. Here's the 3 from Haruna. Rainbow. And does not come up with the pot of gold. And Goudreau back with it. Caljab open, wide open. Caljab. Cool as a cucumber. Timeout called by Renee. And Manuel Caljab, 22 off offensive rebounds. But that was the biggest basket for her so far. 25-24 lead. Vanier on a 4-0 run. And then the Cavaliers came back with their 4-0 run. Stay tuned here. From St. Laurent, Vanier 25, Champlain 24. Welcome back here. 25-24 lead for Vanier over Champlain. And it's been lacking the high-octane stuff yet. Maybe the second half will provide a different edge of sorts here with these two teams. But right now, it's been the GPS data that has been coming up with the successful trips for Kennedy Haruna as she's found her ways through this maze of Cavalier uniforms at both ends of the court. And what will Germanos and Renee have in the team talk at halftime with this still being in the balance of a 25-24 lead for the Cheetahs over the Cavaliers? Martinez watched by Lavasseur. Henning, I beg your pardon, back with it. Here is Haruna. 6 left in the shot clock for the Cheetahs. Martel with it from the center arc. Haruna on the interplay. Haruna on the right. Too strong. Rebound on News 14. And Mukendi can't finish that one. Renee with the rebound. And here come the Cavaliers the other way. And a chance to retake the lead on a converted field goal. St. Pierre, afterburners, rejected out of bounds by Haruna. Vanier hit about 3 blocks per game. Twice had 6 blocks in the matchup. St. Pierre thought she had a day of light, but that was slammed shut by the telescopic arms of Haruna. It remains a 25-24 lead for the Cheetahs. Hebert, tough shot and one. First ever basket as a Cavalier comes at a crucial moment, and they're back up by 1, and a chance to complete the end one for Hebert with 1:17 left here in this first half of play. The intimacy of the rivalry with these two teams has been second to none. They have had some great battles the last year or so, and this has been a good battle so far with a chance to have a photo finish. And this was going to be a clock issue here as the shot clock did not go off right away. And this will remain Vanier ball, and they will adjust the shot clock, which should be down to 24 to 23, if not 21 seconds left. It'll be 20 seconds left. I was being much more generous than what the scorekeeper table is given. Mukendi. Here comes Henning for the lead. Splash! They've been absolute locked in and loaded, and they've come up with another triple, up by 1 for the Cheetahs. Lavasseur cannot get the lead back for the Cavaliers. And this goes back over to the home side with 56.7 left here in this quarter. And the Cavaliers trying to get back the lead before the team talk comes into play at halftime. Henning. Augustin tried to slither a pass to Mukendi, but the black wall was right there to repel that away. And with it, St. Pierre on the go, finding the open player. Lavasseur from the center arc. Bullseye! 30-28. Transition defense non-existent for the Cavaliers by Renee's body expression on that defending. And the Cavs up by 2 with 20 left in this first half of play. Haruna. And Haruna missing that one completely. And now the shot clock will be off. And the Cavaliers have the last roll of the dice in this first half. Up by 2 and a chance to increase it. Goudreau's got it. 10 left on the game clock. Goudreau's got 6 left on the game clock. Hebert, Lavasseur at the death. And that will end that. And at the end of the first half, it is the champions back up by 2. So round 2 going to the visitors from South Shore. It is Champlain 30, Vanier 28. We're through 20 with 20 to go. Could the Cheetahs come up with the biggest skin of the day by taking out the defending champions? Stay tuned here from Saint Laurent, Quebec. Welcome back here to Vanier College. Looking at the first half stats in this matchup here. Vanier shot 11-37 from the field, 5-15 from three-point range. Champlain 9-29 from the field, 2-6 from 3. The key number in this matchup has been the 15 trips for Champlain. They are 10-15 from the line. Only 3 trips for Vanier at 1-3 so far. Top point getter Haruna at 13-4 so far. And for the Cavaliers, they have Lavasseur at 12 points in this matchup, but no assists yet. Only 6 for the Cavaliers, 6 for the Cheetahs. And we're underway here in this second half from Vanier College. Champlain up by 2. Round 1 went to the home side. Round 2 to the visitors. And here are the champions. St. Pierre cutting Lavasseur. And she blazed through but did not come up with the finishing end. And that will be back over to the Cheetahs with a chance to tie or take the lead with a 3. Mukendi. Good first half watched by Renee. Tried to put one in, but that was too low from Bengo. And away comes St. Pierre on the end line as she will circle the wagons back over to Lavasseur from the free throw line. And that's in for 2, and the Cavaliers back up by 4 as she authors that through, and the Cavaliers in black ink have a 32-28 lead over the home side. Mukendi against Renee. Mukendi kicking it back over. Here's a 3 from Martinez. And no luck on that 3. And back over to the Cavaliers as they're starting to fizz. Hebert, switch of play. Done for the triple. Splash! Her first 3 of the day. And a blow to the jaw of the Cheetahs. And a 7-point lead. The biggest for either side of this matchup. And it's a 5-0 run for the visitors as the science meeting the arts in this sequence for the Cavaliers. Martinez. 6 left in the shot clock. Bengo. Eyeball to eyeball with St. Pierre. Bengo, the layup. And that ends the 5-0 run for the Cavaliers. And now a 35-30 lead for the visitors. Hebert with the smooth move. Hebert with the teardrop. Hebert short on that one. And Bengo with the rebound. And away come the Cheetahs the other direction. Martinez along with Henning. Here's the hot hand in Kennedy Haruna. Bengo, and that ball was taken away. Another turnover by the Cheetahs, and that is now number 9 for the home side. Lavasseur. Hebert on the twist. Hebert on the turn. Rejected and fouled by Bengo or Haruna. You pick your Cheetah. 7:32 left in this third quarter play. And we're seeing more pace in this action as Asia Thorne comes in for the Cheetahs. And coming in is Camille Goudreau for the Cavaliers. And both teams attacking with intent so far. They're in the mood in the second half. And a sharp start for the Cavaliers for the second half as they're smelling the points. And the Cavaliers trying to extend it. They do to 6. Champlain was a little bit wobbly in the first quarter. A slow burn out of the gates. Both teams backed up coming into this season. A very arduous preseason run-up to the regular season with a plethora of tournaments. And the Cavaliers back up by 7. This is the biggest lead for either side. Bengo. Back over it comes. Here is Henning. Switch of play. Swinging it back out to Haruna. On the turn, Haruna cannot find the finish. Haruna, second bite of the cherry, will result in free throws for her as she looks to add more points as she is now 5 of 13 from the field and a chance to now add a couple more points from the free throw line. She's 1 of 3 from the free throw line. She's the only one who's taken all 3 free throws for the Cheetahs. And this is a girl who is a star for this team. A gem among the crown jewels for this Cheetah team for Frank Rene. And unfortunately for that time, that was not a diamond. And a deep breath, a test of fiber for Kennedy Haruna at the free throw line. Up by a score 37-30 for the Cavaliers over the Cheetahs. Making a 6-point lead for the Cavs over VC. And here comes St. Pierre as a trap. Goudreau. Lavasseur. Pinpoint. Flawless standards by the Cavs, and they're back up by 6. Martinez, whistle, foul, and this might be on Renee. As you see now, Ava Martinez, who will go, which should be free throws here, which is indeed Ava Martinez at the line. Started this year, 50% from the free throw line last year. And Frank Rene has high hopes for Martinez. Saw minimal playing time last year, had 2 offensive rebounds coming off the bench. Second on the team in steals, and now here she is at the free throw line. And another missed free throw here for the Cheetahs. They are now 2 of 6 from the line. They're missing 4. They're down by 6. You do the math, and this game could be a lot closer. And that time it goes through, and it's a 5-point lead for the visitors. Lavasseur feeling the pressure, the pinch, the pressure points being attacked by Bengo. And they will get it over, and that goes well over Papadakis. And the pressure points was felt, and there was a shimmer in the concentration of the Cavaliers, and a turnover by the home side from the visitors by Papadakis, and the home side gets the ball back here, and this is turnover number 12 for the Cavaliers. Augustin, Bengo from the line, jab step. Bengo. Rebound, Lavasseur. A one and done for the Cheetahs, and Lavasseur is on the go. Renee. That ball trailed, and that's a turnover by the Cavaliers again. And with it over to Bengo, trying to work her deltoids, and a whistle and a foul. And another team foul on the Cavaliers. That's 3 before the halfway point of this third quarter as Caljob will come in for Renee. And with that, Renee will get a breather with 6:30 left in this third quarter play. 39-32 lead for the Cavaliers over the Cheetahs. And holding off here, and a free throw going in for Bengo, who last year shot from the free throw line 76%. Third in team scoring last year, 33% from the field goal area, 49 defensive rebounds last year for the Cheetahs. And with 6:30 left in this third quarter play, it should be a 39-33 lead, which is indeed the correct scoreline. Now 6-point gap. Bengo, 2 for 2. 5-point lead. So Vanier making a quick sub here. Only one from Quebec will go to the Nationals. It's been almost a forthright conclusion that 2 spots will be going to Quebec, but unfortunately for Quebec, not many successful runs of late. Thorne with a successful seal, and away comes Haruna. Pirouetting in, and a 4-0 run for the Cheetahs, and they're down by 3. Pressure defense again, the quick hands. Augustin with the stolen ball. Saved by Vanier, but right back to Lavasseur. And the Cavaliers breathing a sigh of relief on that sequence. St. Pierre throwing on the help. Here is Caljob, and she's fouled by Henning and will go to the line for 2 free throws. Last year, the Cavaliers were 6 of 10 from the free throw line. Vanier was 5 of 8 from the free throw line. In fact, Vanier out-rebounded Champlain 45-44. Coming into the second half, Vanier had a +3 from the rebounding numbers in this game. And now Emmanuel Caljob at the free throw line. Second-year player for the Cavaliers, trying to add a bit of a gloss to this lead of 3. And we'll make it a 4-point lead for the Cavs. Mukendi will come back in to match up with Caljob as Thorne will go off. 5:55 left here in this third quarter play. Good box match with these two teams as they go blow for blow, trying to find the knockout punch in the fourth quarter. Henning, zone, 3, short, rebound, St. Pierre. As McAloo, St. Pierre will bring it back up on the left side. St. Pierre on the end line, and that will pop in the air for 2, and the Cavaliers back up by 6. Bengo trying to find an outlet, and will go back over, and here is Haruna. St. Pierre on her. Haruna. Henning. Kick out. Bengo for 3. Bullseye! 42-39 lead. And that's the number 6 3-pointer for the Cheetahs. They hit about 6 last year per game. They went 9 of 23 against Momo, their best effort, and now they're down by 3. Courtesy of the 3 that has been their lifeline in this matchup. St. Pierre with the left, too strong. Rebound, Caljob saving it on the byline. New 14 for the Cavaliers. Papadakis can't get to it. Races on. Augustin going up, and she will be fouled by Papadakis and will go to the line. And the Vanier lights shining on the Cheetahs, exposing the Cavaliers a little bit. As Papadakis will go off the court. And at the line is Augustin, who is taking her first free throws as a Cheetah. Played 11 minutes in the first half. Looking for her first ever points as a Vanier Cheetah, down by 3 with 4:39 left in this third quarter play. And she is the first one with great confidence. And now it's a 2-point lead for the visitors from St. Lambert. And the second one is perfect. And back in the game is Martinez Harewood. As she'll come in, and going off will be Bengo, bigger pardon. A quizzical couple minutes here for the Cavaliers. And a shining moment for the Cheetahs. Lavasseur with the Euro. First class delivery and a finish that brings up an end 1. 44-41 lead. And back of the line is Lavasseur, trying to add a bit more. Oozing with intent this year is St. Pierre, is Goudreau, bigger pardon, who played 15 in the first half at 4 points. And hitting that one here, Camille Goudreau really showing the acumen required to play that point guard role. It's been a conveyor belt of late. Chloe Oliver was the first one. Anis Lavasher is the present. And Camille Goudreau is the future, who's about to become the present for the Cavaliers. Mukendi, open shot. Option B she goes with. Haruna, shaking off. Haruna, back heel, rebound, popped up in the air. And this will go to Annie Herzog. And this will go back over to the Cheetahs with 13 left in the shot clock and 4:12 left in the game clock. End line is Henning. Trying to find an outlet, and she does. Here's a three. Short. New 14 for the Cheetahs again. Augustin coming up with the finger roll. That's short. Rebounded by the Cavaliers, and here is Goudreau back with it. Hebert to her left. Goudreau trying to find the options to work with. Hebert, byline. Kicking. Extra pass. Flats. St. Pierre, jumper. And that is textbook finish for the Cavaliers. And an injury now, and this is not good news here for the Cheetahs, as Haruna will be helped off. Unable to put much power on her lower leg, and that is not good news because she has been the supply line of dominance for the Cheetahs so far today. And perhaps it might be a cramp. If that's the case, hopefully a short-term stay on the bench, not a long-term view. 47-41 lead for the Cavaliers over the Cheetahs. And now, what is the next roll of the dice here for Frank Rene and his Cheetahs? McKendy, stolen. Here comes St. Pierre back with it on the front line, and now back over in the controls. Goudreau. And a foul by Henning, who got ball, but the referee saw otherwise, and free throws come up for Kemi Goudreau at the line with 3:31 left in this third quarter play. So the point of contention now for the Cheetahs is that Kennedy Haruna is on the sidelines being looked at by the training staff, and Goudreau's first free throw is there, and Goudreau trying to eliminate any potential late drama for the Cheetahs. 48-41 lead, and it remains that, and Florentin will get that rebound back for the Cheetahs, for the Cavaliers, that is, and this will be a whistle, and the shot clock will be reset to 14. Remains Champlain ball. Florentin on the end line. It's been a worldy start for the Cavaliers in this second half, and they want to add on to this lead of 7. If they do, this will be the biggest for either side. St. Pierre negotiating. St. Pierre in the jungle. Stopped as Chaya comes up with the big denial, and away comes Bengo with it. Bengo dancing to the left. Still dancing. Fizzing. Going. Bengo stopping, passing, Chaya in, and a jump ball arrow, and the arrow pointing towards the Cheetahs, and this remains Vanier ball with 3:03 left here in this third quarter play. Timeout called by Renee, 48-41 lead, 3:03 left in this third quarter play. Vanier down by 7. Could they make a run of it going towards the fourth quarter? Stay tuned here from Vanier College. Champlain 48, Vanier 41. Welcome back here to Vanier. 48-41 lead for Champlain over Vanier from the opening night game. It is day one, match day one for both teams. Remember, Champlain went 11-7, Vanier 9-9 last year. In the old playoff format, that was not enough for Vanier to qualify for the tournament. And they have quite the focus this year to get themselves back into that conversation down in Lennoxville. Chaya. And that's snatched away by Hebert. And here she comes on a 4-on-2. Done. Transition. finding Lambert. She starts it and will not be able to finish it that time. Rebounded by the Cheetahs and stolen by Renee. Back out to Lavasseur. Done there to save that ball. And now new 24 for the Cavaliers. Cutting. Hebert in traffic, rejected. Bengo using the telescopic arms on that one, and away come the Cheetahs. With 2:30 left here in this third quarter of play. Bengo back with it. Hebert on her. Around one, that's a whistle, illegal pick on Chaya. Moving pick, that is. And it goes back over, and Hebert took the brunt of it, but she seems okay, and this will be Champlain ball on the side out. And rebounding has been the key so far right now. Teams have shot well enough here in this game. And again, you look at the Cavaliers. Teams only shot 20% last year against the Cavs, 35% against the Cheetahs. And it's a matter of quality shots being taken by both teams. Here's Dunn, and this will be a return situation as Renee will be called for the foul. And with that, it'll be the fifth team foul on the Cavaliers, 5 each for both teams with 2:13 left in this quarter of play. And for Renee, that's her third personal foul, so right into that danger zone of maybe 4 before the fourth quarter. Martinez. Jumper, Thorne, short, rebound. Lavasseur, and away come the Cavaliers the other way. St. Pierre. Switch of play, Dunn open for three. Back heel, rebounded by the Cheetahs, and away go the home side. 1:45 left here in this third quarter. Thorne can't get to that. And that was a wall off by Renee, and she was caught in two minds. Double dribble. And Renee had no idea as she was caught in two minds, and this will go back over to the Cheetahs. Thinking she would pull a quick one on the referee, but not that time. Thorne off, back in is Martel. No subs for the Cavaliers as they'll go the distance perhaps with this third quarter lineup with 1:36 left to go. The Queens of the Mat are getting a real challenge from the Cheetahs, and Martel can't finish that one. Renee with the rebound. And back over to Camille Goudreau, who will bring it back into the plus territory. Renee in the post. Renee short. Renee is fouled, and she will go to the line as she was impeded by Bengo. And now free throws come up here for Renee with 1:25 left in this third quarter play. Compelling watch in this third quarter. Champlain starting to ask questions of Vanier, trying to tighten the screw in this matchup here. Showing a bit more first-class acumen that was lacking in the first half as Renee hits that first free throw. And last year, Renee was a 50% free throw shooter, scoring under 3 a game. And she's 1 for 2 as she remains in that mark from last year to this year. And back up 8. This is the biggest lead for the Cavaliers of 8. Martel. Backing up in orbit. And back over comes to Martinez. Dunn on her. Overload to the right. 6 left in the shot clock for Martinez. Still dribbling. Martel, 3 left. Martel's got to release it. Here's a 3, ambitious, and it comes up with the incorrect answer from the three-point line. Lavasseur finds Renee in the open territory. Lavasseur on the gallop, and well defended by Henning. And that prevented a critical 2 points going in favor for the Cavaliers. And this remains Champlain ball, 48.6 left here in this third quarter play. Lavasseur, the inbounder. And there's about 9 inside the square paint of Vanier. A lot of loitering right now, and now the movement here for Papadakis. Lavasseur. 10 left on the shot clock for Lavasseur. Backdoor done. Teardrop is good. Surgical in that play. They open up the heart of Vanier, and now they're up by a score of 51-41, the biggest lead of 10 for either side. Big moment now for the Cheetahs with 28 seconds left for 3. Missed that one. Rebounded by Dunn off the miss from Bengo. Goudreau is going to be fouled by Henning. And this is bonus time here for the Cavaliers. And Goudreau will go to the line, looking to add more to this lead. And for Camille Goudreau at the free throw line coming in, she was 4 of 4. She missed one already, but looking to add more to this score line here with 22 seconds left and a 10-point lead for the Cheetahs, for the Cavaliers over the Cheetahs. And she's now 0 for 2 in her last 2 tries. Vanier led by as much as 6, and now the Cavaliers up by 10. And Goudreau is 0 for 3 in our last 3 attempts. And the last action here for the Cheetahs with 15 seconds left in this third quarter. Bango. No Haruna out there, and we'll see Bango be the big one here. At the death. And that's too strong. Rebounded by Lavasseur. And now one more chance for Papadakis. And a death shot. And she misses that one. And at the end of 3, it is Champlain 51, Vanier 41. A 21-13 run for the Cavaliers of the Cheetahs here in the third quarter. Stay tuned. Fourth quarter action coming up. Could the champions hold on, or will the home side come up with the smash and grab from Vanier College? Welcome back here to Vanier College. It is a 51-41 lead for the Cavaliers over the Cheetahs here from Vanier College on this Friday night. Champlain trying to build a fortress around this lead. And the Cheetahs looking for a Vanier burst of points in this fourth quarter, and they have a lot to do, down by 10 against the defending Quebec champions. And Lavasseur back with it, watched by Augustin. Augustin will shadowing every step. Done. Papadakis working the triangle. Here's Lavasseur, 5 left in the shot clock. Here's the 3, denied by Bango. Out of bounds it goes. And this remains Champlain ball with 2 left in the shot clock. Not much left on the menu of options from a 2-second standpoint here. And a chance here for Lavasseur and Goudreau. And that is a violation as she rejected her own shot. She had a clear sight of line, but this did not get the required soft touch to end it. And back with it is Bango. The fan base trying to raise their octaves of voice. Bango from the line. Still nothing yet from Kanu. Still going. And that goes out of bounds, and this will be whose ball, and this will remain Vanier ball. Kanu out there along with Bango. Again, no Haruna, who's on the sideline right now being looked at, has not returned since the injury midway through the third quarter play. Strong move. McKendy called for the marché, and that will be a turnover on the Cheetahs. And it goes back over to the visitors from St. Lambert. Goudreau around 1. And that's not going to work. Augustin was there, but unfortunately for her, she ran at a racetrack, and this goes back over to the Cavaliers. So a lot to do here. A cracking campaign right now for this game. Vanier trying to cause Champlain to fluff their lines, and they will indeed in that sequence. Another turnover by the visitors. And with that, Vanier ball trying to go full focus and trying to get themselves a stunning finish. Down by 10. Here's Bango. Goudreau on her. Going to the left, Bango. Trying to shake off Goudreau. And another marché. And it's been heart and mouth moments right now for the Cheetahs in this fourth quarter. And for Frank Rene, trying to make sure these young Cheetahs understand the moment that they're in, as Augustin was called for that. And we go back the other way for the visitors on the home side. Goudreau. Here is Lavasseur. Augustin on her. St. Pierre watched closely by Martinez. St. Pierre in the pirouette. St. Pierre, too strong. Rene, clean up an out 6, and they're up by 12. Biggest lead for the Cavaliers with 8:17 left here in this fourth quarter. It's now no longer a hill, but a mountain to climb for the Cheetahs against the defending Quebec champions. McKendy. Here's Martinez. Need it. Missing that three. Rebound, Lavasseur. And a crash of bodies with Mukendi and Rene. 5-on-4 here for the Cavaliers. St. Pierre. And that went through the hands, saved by Goudreau. Hebert's three. Off the mark, Lavasseur. Rene is fouled. It's become one-way traffic now for the Cavaliers as they are hunting and hounding. Their tails are up, and they're sensing blood is in the water for them to take away this game from Vanier on opening night. And now at the line is Rene, Sophie Rene. And you look at the average margin of win last year for the Cavaliers. They won by 10. They're now up by 13. And on this court, they won by 40 last year. They won by 39 against Lennoxville. And now a chance here to add more gloss to this lead of 13. It remains 54-41. Vanier is on the front foot. On the go they come. And unfortunately went off the wrong foot of Hayol. And this will go back over to the Cavaliers as Thorne will come in for Kanu. And right now the home side taking a blow to the ribcage from the champions. And Goudreau looking to administer the knockout punch. Rene. Here is Hebert. Lavasseur. Rene, two dribbles. Lavasseur to Rene. And Rene has picked it up in this fourth quarter. And now timeout called by Rene. 56-41 lead. They're on the ropes. Can they get out of this? We'll find out here. It is Champlain 56, Vanier 41 in this fourth quarter from Saint Laurent. Stay tuned. Welcome back here. 7:22 left in this fourth quarter of play. Vanier will need a plethora of interventions on defense to stop this run by the Cavaliers in this fourth quarter. And the pace and ability for Vanier has to pick up now with no Haruna in the lineup. And that has been a big blow for the big hitter of the Vanier Cheetahs in Kennedy Haruna, who has been absolutely sensational. Champlain had no answer for her, and now they go to a 2-3 zone, trying to really put a vice grip on the Cheetahs. Bango's three. Splash! The required tonic right there for the Cheetahs, and now they're down by 12. And now a turnover by the Cavaliers, and it goes back over to the Cheetahs. And perhaps in a span of two blinks, they could be down by as little as 9. Thorne, Henning, swung around the protractor. Bengo around St. Pierre. Jumper, short, rebound, loose ball. Rene, recovery. It would be Goudreau back with it. Watched by Henning. Goudreau trying to look now for the options to work with. Back out it comes to Lavasseur. Around one, around two. And Lavasseur made Bengo look like a tourist on that finish. And back up 14. And for Frank Rene, they want to avoid the error of resignation in this fourth quarter. Down by 14, stolen ball. Here is the baby Bentley. And it is Goudreau with the showmanship on that finish. 60-44. And now it's starting to become a deluge of points in the color of black and blue for the Cavaliers. Stolen again by Goudreau. Groundhog's Day Part 2. And it will be so. She's been the exception to the rule as Camille Goudreau has found her verve. And right now, in this utopian world of the Cavaliers' dominance, the guile, the flair, And the arrogance and confidence has been on display for Champlain as they're now up by a score 62-44. Stay tuned here from fourth quarter action. Vanier down and need to make an ultimate great escape to win this matchup. Welcome back here to Vanier, and it's been a confusing second half here for Vanier, not finding the same magical stuff that they had in the first half. And looking to now get themselves some pulsating return here as they have not found the pace and ability in this fourth quarter, and they have not been as clinical, lacking the cutting edge in this fourth quarter, down by 18. Champlain has been meticulous, and here is Martel with the three. Nylon! The three-point ball could be the passport for Vanier, but they'll need a bunch more and a few more stops as they're down by 15. 5:30 left in this fourth quarter of play. Caljob almost called for a walk. Florentin, too strong, whistle, and she will go to the free throw line. Dalia Florentin came off the bench last year. Had 5 assists against Lennoxville, shot 40% from the field last season. The second-year player was a 43% free throw shooter for the Cavaliers. As Florentin looking to provide an insurance policy as they're up by 15 on the home side. And she misses that one. Caljob is fouled. Mukendi will be the guilty party, and this will be non-shoot, and this will be on the end line for the Cavaliers with Lavasseur on that front with 5:20 left here in this game. Hebert against Thorne. On the pirouette, too strong. Pushed away by Thorne, recovered by Lavasseur. 6 left in the shot clock. Florentin, Hebert's three. Rebound, Thorne. And the Cavaliers back on defense. The Cheetahs back on the front foot. Vanier will need a few more stops. Mukendi. That was slow motion in terms of the movement, and that was a one and done for the Cheetahs. Here's a switcher play again for the Cavaliers. St. Pierre. And a rebound by Martel. Henning back with it, and now she looks for options to work with. And finds the option, and the right one indeed. Mukendi, 5-0 run for the Cheetahs, and they're down by a score of 13. Could this be the verb that they look for? Could the Cheetahs become like Mavericks out there on the court? St. Pierre, Hebert, around Thorne. The teardrop is well short. And you wonder now for Germanos if they score, if they might call a timeout. Martinez cannot force the agenda, and this remains over to Vanier with 16 left on the shot clock as Dunn comes in with Rene along with Goudreau. As Florentin, Caljob, and Lavasseur will get a breather. Martinez will go off, and back in the game is Bengo. So really a real switch of bodies here to keep fresh legs going towards the final 4 minutes of play. Here's a three for Henning. Rainbow in. The pot of gold is smooth. And now a 10-point lead for the Cavaliers. What was an 18-point gap, 8-0 run for the Cheetahs. 3:45 left here in this fourth quarter. St. Pierre. Hebert, rejected by Martel. Martel started up with a three-pointer, and now back with it is Bengo. Thorne. Bengo recovers that ball as Goudreau was lurking with intent. Here's Bengo, 8 left in the shot clock. Bengo still with it. Goudreau That's been a good battle. Martel's got to shoot it. Martel does. Rebound Rene. They were swarming, and the Cavaliers gave no daylight to the Cheetahs on that. Done. Here is Rene. Rene going to the left. Rene strong in. Confidence and arrogance from Rene. And they're now back up by a score of 12 with 2:50 left here in this fourth quarter play. Doing some magical stuff, oozing with intent is Rene. A long three. Bullseye! Henning has found her rhythm. And they've come in installments now. It's a 64-55 lead for the Cavaliers. Backdoor, St. Pierre open. And she was wide open on that backdoor finish. Back up 11 for the Cavaliers with 2:13 left. They can ill afford to exchange baskets. Thorne, Bango, ribs it in. And now all of a sudden, the Cheetahs have found a lifeline here. Down by 8 with 2 to go. A +10 since a timeout called for the Cheetahs. But they're down by 8. Still work to be done. Hebert. St. Pierre. 6 left in the shot clock. St. Pierre. Jumper is good. Silencer on the court. Back up 10. 1:41 left here in this fourth quarter. Stay tuned. Vanier now down to the last few rolls of this game. And we're back in right away, and here come the Cheetahs. Bango, 1:35 left, down by 10. And Chaya was caught in two minds. And because of that, a turnover by her, and this will go back over to the Cavaliers, who can now put Vanier to the sword if they convert this next field goal attempt. Goudreau. Dunn. Rene. Papadakis. A bit of confusion now. Not much movement by the Cavaliers. Dunn. Lavenster's got 4 left. Quick hands, and this goes out of bounds. And back over to the Cheetahs. The good news for Vanier to get the turnover, but they killed off 24 seconds. So really it comes down to the next 69 seconds if they can pull off 10 points without reply from Champlain by Vanier. Looking to reassert themselves in this final minute now for the Cheetahs, down by 10. This could be the last chance in this saloon. From 15, Henning makes it an 8-point lead. 55.7 left in this ballgame. They'll play possession. Here's Lavasseur against Augustin. Goudreau. Backdoor in the jungle. And that is won by Martinez. Arrow pointing towards the Cheetahs. 41 seconds left. 8-point lead. And coming back in the game is Mukendi. Now back in for Chaya. Timeout called by Germanos. 41 seconds left in this game. 8-point lead for Champlain over Vanier. Champions 41 seconds away from win number 1 over one of their nemesis in Vanier. Welcome back here. 68-60 lead for Champlain over Vanier. Vanier trying to create a stunning strike of points now in hopes of forcing perhaps overtime at minimum. And right now on opening night, alumni night here at Vanier College. Frank Renee now down to his last few rolls of the dice. Could Vanier mastermind an ultimate comeback here? They were down by as much as 18 with about 4 and change left in this fourth quarter. Now they have it down to 8 with 41 seconds left to go. Pressure defense for the Cavaliers. And Henning stumbling and bumbling momentarily. And away they come. This basket possession could now change the complexion. And that will indeed do so. And that might be it. 27 seconds left here, 8-point lead. And the Cavaliers are on their way to win number 1 and a sigh of relief and what could have been a twitchy moment for them. But we're able to weather the storm. Vanier will be home against Momo in their home opener in a fortnight's time and will face St. Jean on the Sunday. Meanwhile, for the Cheetahs, they will be home in 2 weeks to Trois-Rivières and go play St. Foy on the Sunday. So not many easy games for them. Papadakis. 10 left on the game clock. And a last chance here for Asia Thorne and this Cheetah team. Vanier will drop to 0-1. Champlain will go to 1-0. Defending champions got a stiff test, and they come up with the passing grade as they win 68-60 over Vanier. Round 1, game number 1 in favor of the Cavaliers. The defending champions off to a strong start. And for Vanier, they'll have a couple weeks to get things reorganized as they reconsider and reconfigure their lineup. Final score, Vanier 68, the Champlain 68, Vanier 60 on Friday night. Champlain 1-0, Vanier 0-1. Stay tuned. We'll be back here for the men's draw in 20 minutes from now.